His historical standing may never belong in the same conversation as Vince Carter's. His raw talent was never on the level of DeMar DeRozan's. And yet, he became the greatest player in Toronto Raptors history. When Kyle Lowry once said in an interview that he would absolutely retire as a Raptor, and that he might even cry if the franchise retired his jersey, no one doubted his sincerity. From an overlooked 24th overall pick, to the point guard who led Toronto to its first NBA championship, Lowry may not be the most historically significant Raptor in league-wide terms, but over 9 seasons, he turned himself into the most important Raptor ever. Even 5 years after leaving Toronto, his love for the city, and for the Raptors, has never faded. Before arriving in Toronto, Lowry's career was anything but remarkable. Before the draft, scouts projected him as a solid, reliable starting point guard, good feel for the game, strong organization skills, but lacking the star-level upside. Combined with his undersized frame, that assessment pushed him down the board in the 2006 draft, where he was selected 24th overall. During 3 seasons in Memphis, he averaged just 8.6 points and 3.5 assists. After being traded to Houston, his numbers improved, but across 4 full seasons, he still failed to look like a future All-Star. Everything changed when he arrived in Toronto. The Raptors front office and coaching staff gave him something rare in this league: absolute trust. They allowed him to evolve from a role player into the cornerstone of a franchise. That kind of leap is almost unheard of in NBA history. A rebuilding team handing the keys to a player already 7 years into his career, with no All-Star appearances to his name, that simply doesn't happen. In that sense, Kyle Lowry was fortunate. At the time, Toronto already had a gifted scorer in DeRozan, but what DeRozan lacked was elite playmaking and floor control. Lowry filled that gap perfectly. Together, they became one of the most seamless backcourt pairings in the league. Over 9 seasons with the Raptors, Lowry finished first in franchise history in assists, steals, three-pointers, and triple-doubles. He ranked second in both scoring and games played. Even in rebounds, he stood third all-time, an almost absurd stat for a point guard. During his Toronto tenure, Lowry made 6 consecutive All-Star appearances and in 2019, helped deliver the franchise's long-awaited championship. When he first entered the league, no one imagined Kyle Lowry would last 20 NBA seasons. And even fewer imagined that he would become the defining player in Raptors history. He may never crack the NBA's all-time top 50. But in Toronto, and across Canada, Kyle Lowry will always be a legend. When he took over, the Raptors were a franchise in disarray. He turned them into a winning organization. Lowry didn't just play for the team, he wanted to belong. He treated the city as a second home. He was the kind of player opponents despised, yet secretly wished they had on their side. Every night, he emptied the tank. And so Lowry never questioned where his career would ultimately end. Because in his heart, there was always only one answer: the Toronto Raptors. Lowry has said it countless times, retiring as a Raptor is his only goal. One final one-day contract. One final announcement. And the franchise has already promised that his number 7 jersey will hang in the rafters. As Lowry approaches 40, this story may soon reach its final chapter. But the ending has never been in doubt.